Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to First Cut Live. I'm here with the crew. Obviously, starting up first, my 3-and-D point guard going hard in the paint, Mr. RB3. What's up, bro? And then I got my high-flying unicorn, 7-footer, dunking on everybody. Sabrina, what is up, girl?
Nothing much. I love these intros every single week. I love what you put together for both of us.
Yeah, it's all just basketball references. Apparently, Toronto just won against the Celtics. Shout out to Toronto.
Oh, no.
I'm rooting for Boston, but we'll see what happens. And again, you guys didn't come here for basketball talk, obviously, so my bad. I want to start off the show with what I do every week, or what I'm trying to do every week. Obviously, I still feel like it's important to keep saying and to keep reiterating the fact, justice for Breonna Taylor, Jacob Blake, Elijah McClain. These are names that are still not resolved. These are investigations that are continuing to go on and pretty much ignored and being tossed under the table by most government administrations in their local communities. So I want to bring attention to them. We also want to say, obviously, that we did an episode on Chadwick Boseman. Our hearts go out to his family. If you haven't already, go check that out. We kind of just relay our passion and our love for his career, all the work he's done. He's an amazing talent, and he obviously gave so much in so little time. So go check that out. We did our Chadwick Boseman episode, and obviously we are still very much heartbroken and stunned by that. And we still have, given our best vibes to him and his family. So, but already, guys, let's get to the first thing on the tablet, on the list, and that is RB3. You saw New Mutants. We have movies again.
That's what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well. My thing here says movies are back / RB3 saw New Mutants.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I did see New Mutants. Yeah, we didn't even review. Did nobody care about reviewing it? Or?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, I already told you guys I don't think I'm gonna see movies, to be honest. So,
just as a protest, like.
Yeah.
Wow. So so were you ready to protest the NBA when Lakers and Clippers want to go on strike, or what was
hey,
it,
bro? I mean, are you making a bubble? If you're making a bubble and if you're doing it the right way, then yeah, I'll do it. But this ain't no right way.
That's what the film production should do, because I'm tired of hearing that, Robert Pattinson getting COVID and all these people just
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, just do a bubble, man. Hollywood.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Or
at least the NBA did it right. Hollywood isn't doing it right.
The way, we talked about Natalie Portman and the Thor: Love and Thunder set, and I guess they flew everybody out. They're all quarantining themselves for a little bit, and then they're going to start filming, and it's sort of like they're creating their own bubble. So, I mean, if everybody did that, that would be a lot easier. Mm-hmm. Obviously, with these huge crews on these big films, it's impossible to, make sure every single person is, following every single rule, because it just takes one moment, one person, one outing. So that's one of the biggest things, and I'm right in between both of you. I'm just not seeing New Mutants because it's the whole drive-in situation in Los Angeles is a little crazy. I know this one's the Rose Bowl, but there's not really any near me, so that's a trek that I definitely want to make out as soon as I possibly can. But I'm definitely not going to a theater, probably at all for the entire rest of the year. But the drive-ins is something I definitely want to do. So.
Yeah, obviously, I'm kind of fascinated about the conversation around COVID that is going now, considering that we talked about last week the idea of the safety of going to movie theaters and how it's really not that safe, and how I really don't like the way certain Hollywood artists are promoting it. People who are just saying, whatever, just go see the movie, who cares? That kind of attitude that Nolan has, that kind of attitude that Tom Cruise was promoting last week, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But again, there are safe ways to do it, especially with the drive-in method. The New Mutants conversation, RB3, I kind of want to talk about it a little bit just because it's kind of weird. I just checked right now. It has a 34% on Rotten Tomatoes. There is this weird conversation about not just the quality of the movie, but necessarily the the way it was released combined with the themes in the movie. I know Joe Starr was talking about the way that Magic treats the Native American character in the movie, who's pretty much the central protagonist in the movie, at least from what I've heard. I don't know. I'm just kind of fascinated about the idea of the combination of racist ideology inside New Mutants combined with this weird release structure. And maybe I'm putting two things that don't really go together, but I don't know. What did you take away from New Mutants, man? Did you feel that, or am I reaching too much?
I don't know, man. I mean, I definitely think she was being racist as like a bad character. Like her character's a terrible character. I mean, I think that was a character trait. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like an indictment on the entire movie. The problem with New Mutant, I think New Mutants, if it like the same way when Hamilton came out in 2016, it was like super groundbreaking and all that. In 2020, we look at it a little bit differently. If New Mutants would have came out in 2017, it would have been seen as something very different. It probably would have been seen as very woke, very progressive. Like, you know, even though they did somewhat whitewash the Native American character, you know, even though they, or I'm not the Native American character, the Brazilian character.
I was going to say,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's Native. I was going to say.
It's Native.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, not only did they like white, you know, they did whitewash that in that sense, but I think they portray like a very prominent LGBTQ relationship, which I think in 2017 in the superhero movie would have been something a lot different than it means in 2020. I think it represents like, I think the allusion to racism would have been something that would have been like a conversation piece as to how bad this character is she redeemable, whatnot. But like, since it's like so dated, like we're kind of like already past that stage in the superhero genre. So it's kind of weird. Like I think in a world that we see stuff like Doom Patrol or I don't know what's another superhero show like The Boys that like
Watchmen.
is Watchmen that is like pointed, you know, almost satirical levels of commentary on the superhero genre. Like, you know, they've already both evolved past that and already started making like funny versions of it. So I don't know. It's not that deep. You know what's and two, if it would have came out around when Legion came out, because it's a very Legion-esque type of movie, like horror themed, like all that kind of stuff. That's cool. But now we're in a post-Legion world where like now they are actively doing more horror superhero things. So it just doesn't feel fresh. It doesn't feel fresh now. But I suspect that if it would have came out in 2017, it might have not felt like the freshest then either, but it would have definitely felt a lot fresher than it feels now. So I don't know.
Yeah. Sabrina, how do you feel about New Mutants? And obviously, are you going to go see it? And how do you feel about the way it was released and just the conversation around it right now?
Yeah, obviously it's really tough. It's kind of what RB3 said. Like if it came out when it was meant to, maybe it would have been a completely different story, but they did have that structure where it just got halted by so many different things, the Disney-Fox merger. So many things were against that film. It is one that I want to see and I'm curious to see it. It's just obviously films aren't the easiest accessible things right now. That's just the truth. There's paid VOD, there's drive-in, stuff like that. So it's making it a little bit more difficult to see every single thing. That's why it's making it more difficult to even like review a lot of the stuff unless it does come out on premium VOD. So I want to see it. I don't like a lot of the conversation around it with that character because I think there's ways to portray like a shitty person and not make them like blatantly racist. I just think there's ways to go around it that way, but you know, I mean, they wanted to do reshoots. Who knows, like if it would have been better, if it would have been even worse. But maybe they could have kind of taken that element out of it now, like a few years down the road. So it's definitely interesting. I am going to check it out though.
The problem, to me, the biggest problem with New Mutants wasn't that like they might have like cut some things out and maneuvered some things. It didn't feel like enough. Like it literally felt like an hour 30, like it was gone. It was gone. Like it was done. Like it didn't even feel. It felt like a short film with like some padded scenes. Where I think if you would have spent more time with like the actual characters, I think that's maybe what the reshoots might have been. What would have been about the entire time, because it felt like, oh, we meet these characters for like 15 minutes. Boom, horror scene. Okay, then we hang out with the characters for another 5 minutes. And then each individual character has like a horror scene, and then it kind of ends. Like that's literally how the movie is structured. So it's like it felt like they could have added, if they were to add anything, maybe they do add a bigger subtext towards Magic's character. Because, like, I don't even, like, and frankly, this is how forgettable this movie is, right? I don't even remember if Magic makes it to the end of it. Like, I don't even think her character is, like, redeemed. Like, I don't remember, because that's how forgettable this movie is. Like, it's so forgettable because you don't care about anybody in this movie besides, like, slightly the main character. But even then, you're just like, what's going on? What's happening? It's just so rushed and so weird. So, I don't know. But.
And it is really interesting too, because I know people see reshoots as something that's like negative, like they're trying to change aspects of the movie, but it's actually very, very common for a lot of the stuff. Like I even know Dune's having reshoots before its release, but it's probably just to pick up some piece, things like that, put stuff together, and so it could have added a lot. And not every reshoot is like a Fantastic Four situation like we got with the bad wigs and just adding nothing to the story. So maybe if they would have added a little bit more to that, it would have elevated the film, but obviously I haven't seen it yet, so I don't really have much to go off of.
All right.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? The idea of reshoots, you're right, isn't necessarily the problem. The problem is Fox reshoots are kind of bad, if I'm being honest. Like the Dark Phoenix reshoots, the Fantastic Four reshoots, like these are notorious reshoots. These aren't just your common like MCU type reshoots that happen all the time. It also depends how extensive they are too. If they're super extensive, that doesn't necessarily mean trouble. It just means a dramatic shift in what they wanted, which is something that doesn't happen super often. Obviously, the best example I have is like Rogue One, because the third act is completely different. If it wasn't for that reshoot. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm still going to watch it. I'll watch it when it comes to Disney Plus or HBO, whatever. That's probably when I'll watch it. I mean, I would go to a drive-in. I don't know that many drive-ins. Maybe when I go back to LA, I'm going to go back in a little bit. So
yeah, it was the Rose Bowl. I saw it at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena or whatever. It was kind of shiesty because it was like $35 a car. So it was like, yeah, it was a steep price, but Disney put out a nice presentation. They had a nice screen. I sat in the front, which you think sitting in the front of driving would be a good idea because the screen looks huge, but you kind of gotta like, it's like the inverted, it's like the insane version of the neck thing. Like you literally gotta like lean all the way back in your seat and like, watch it like that. But that was interesting. But yeah, it wasn't. Like, it definitely was a better driving experience than most. And I think it seems like Disney was somewhat invested in it. Like, they had a little trivia showing before it and marketing, even the restaurants had the little print on it. So, maybe Disney's kind of caring about it. I don't know.
Yeah. My biggest part of this whole movie, and it's something that I brought up to my family, is I really would love to see more Native American characters on screen. That's a group that has been hit. One of the groups that's been hit the hardest out here in the U.S. is the reservation community and the Native American communities. Very frankly ignored by a lot of government, local government, federal government, and I would love to see more representation of a people that has been here since obviously before anyone else. And they don't get a lot of rep on screen, which is very disappointing to me because there is a huge community of them, obviously in the southwest of the U.S. And that to me was like my biggest selling point, if I'm being honest with you guys. The main reason why I wanted to see this movie is because I wanted to support like the Native American aspect of storytelling. That's even more disappointing when I hear about magic, because I feel like I don't feel like it's necessary, but again, I'll have to see the movie to judge it properly. But
she's not a good character. Like she's not a good character. Like she's not a good character. She might have like a sympathetic story, but she's not a good character, and they make that very clear. Like throughout most of the movie, and in fact, most of the characters aren't good characters, and that's what's funny. See, that's what I'm saying. Like if it would have came out in 2017, it would have been an interesting discussion about like what morality represents what, like. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been different, but coming out of 2020, and frankly, it's good that we look at things with a more of like a definitive, like what's right and what's wrong thing, kind of mindset or whatever. But I think it would have been a different conversation in 2017 for sure than it would be now. But I just thought she said that as a being a bad character. Like, I don't think it was like condoning racism against natives. I don't think that. But I do think, yeah, she was being a terrible character by exploiting the character's insecurities. So
Sure. I just feel like it's a cop out to just be like, let's make her kind of unlikable. What if she says something racist? And it's like,
100%.
really, we're doing this again? Yeah, I don't know. It's the idea of trying to use stupid stereotypes to make a character unlikable, and you use a cop out, couple phrase words to make him that way, and I hate that. I think there's a better version of doing that. So let's look at this weekend ahead. This weekend we have obviously Mulan. We have Tenet. We have the Charlie homeboy's name.
Charlie Kaufman.
Kaufman.
Yeah,
Charlie Kaufman.
Yeah.
What's the movie called? I'm
thinking of Ending Things.
I'm thinking of Ending Things. Yeah. We have, what else do we have? We have The Boys.
We have The Boys. There's
another huge show coming up.
Yeah, there's another show. There's big on the video games front. 2K21 coming out this weekend.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yeah, and actually, Marvel's Avengers is coming to PS4.
That's right, Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, so huge.
156 Impulse donated $9.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you.
Hey guys, hope you are all well. Update on my mom. She is home from the hospital.
Oh, thank God.
She had to get her stemp out. I can't wait for Mulan and I wanna see a live.
Oh, did I finish?
I could read the rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
yeah.
I want to see a live action Peter Pan. I need it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they tried it a bunch of times already, but
they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good example, though. I feel like there's a way to incorporate Native American storytelling in modern version in 2020 or in the future or whatever, to not make it stereotypical and to not make it what we've seen before. Even in recent movies, man, even like movies like The Revenant or even movies like, I don't know, any movie, I feel like there's never a complete Native character. Never. And that's so disappointing.
The Revenant, it was just literally just like icons, like Native American are pretty much just seen as like this kind of like foreign, kind of like exoticized characters who just like don't even speak. I don't even think they say anything in that movie. So yeah, it's tough. And that's salute to my boy Mato. He's a Native American buddy of mine. He's been really fighting on the advocacy front for Native American fights, and I want to say prayers to him. I think he just lost, his father passed away recently, so prayers to him. I don't know if he's watching this today, but prayers to my boy Mato. And yeah, hope everything's good with him and his family. So, but Native American representation is a very, very important thing. It's very important how you treat the telling and the story that kind of surrounds it. I think something like a New Mutants was a good time to set that like positive example forward. I think that's really, really interesting. I'm just, I don't want to speak on behalf of anyone to say, you shouldn't be offended by anything, because, if a Native American person or anything is offended by New Mutants, like, they're more than right to be offended by New Mutants, of course, because, that's definitely true. I was just saying that for me, I think it might have been, I think it was intentional. That doesn't mean it was right, but I definitely think that was the intent that they were going for, to make her unlikable. So.
Yeah, of course. I just feel like it's just outdated. Already outdated. Yeah.
Well, even just look in the last few years, though, it really just goes to show, like, in the last few years, how much, like, films and stuff have progressed, where now we know, like, we see something like that, we're immediately turned off. But, like, before, like, they might have gotten away with something like that, and we'd be like, yeah, that's just a shitty person on screen.
Yeah.
So we have The Boys. We have this new HBO show that I keep seeing ads for, and I don't think I've seen a trailer, but it looks cool. It's called Raised by Wolves. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it features created by Aaron Guzenkowski, and it's executive produced by Ridley Scott.
Oh, Aaron! He did a really popular movie. I think it was Traffic. I think he might have wrote Traffic or something like that.
Gotcha.
If I'm not mistaken. So.
And then we have, what else do we have? I think that's it as far as this weekend goes. Obviously, we were mentioned The Boys. We have the Hilary Swank movie Away coming to Netflix this weekend as well. There's a lot, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. This weekend is huge.
Yeah.
What's going to win? Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to be victorious?
Yeah, I mean,
well, in my opinion, just in terms of like positive conversation, I think there's going to be a lot of positive conversation coming out of Mulan, even though obviously our episode will be out tomorrow, but I think just a celebration of the representation and things like that we're going to see on screen, I think there's going to be a lot of positivity in that way. But in terms of positive reception of a film as a whole, I'm thinking of Ending Things is going to be really great because I'm pumped for it. So I think a lot of people are going to be talking about that. People are going to flock to it. It's for free on Netflix, so if you have a subscription there, then you get to see it easily. So it's one of those things, again, with like accessibility, that I just think a lot more eyes are going to see this film than would maybe if it was in a theater, just because it is so out there.
Yeah. Definitely.
What do you think, RB3?
Well, I think that, all of these are going to drive conversation. I think all of these are definitely going to drive conversation. I think Mulan's going to drive a conversation as to what's going to be the future of streaming, premium VOD, all that stuff. It's probably going to do huge numbers. It's probably going to do blockbuster numbers for Disney Plus. And there's probably going to be a conversation about them shifting a plan to, to start doing this release kind of more often. I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen.
You think they're going to keep charging?
I mean, if this movie makes a lot of money, which I think this is going to, people have been looking forward to it. The fact that they're not showing it at any movie theaters or any drive-ins, that's going exclusively to Disney Plus. Yeah, I think that's big. I mean, I think that's gonna do a lot of damage. And I think for the people that they're gonna lose in that process, they're gonna gain a lot more, like financially. So I think that's probably gonna be a big driver of the conversation. I think Tenet's gonna drive a big part of the conversation too, because I think what we saw overseas last weekend, they're making $53 million overseas. Surprised a lot of people. I think the number of theaters that are opening, even in California, like San Diego has theaters opening, San Francisco has theaters opening. So places are starting to have theaters open back up. I'm starting to see it become more and more of a popular trend online and across the internet. So I think that's going to drive conversation too. I think in terms of critical reception, I definitely think, the Charlie Kaufman movie, I'm thinking of Ending Things is going to be big. I think that's going to be, I'm looking forward to that. I've already seen Tenet, obviously, and I really like Tenet. So I'm personally biased there. Like, it's personally for me, like, probably say my favorite movie so far this year. You know what I mean? But, like, that's only just because, there hasn't been, like, a lot of options, But I could probably watch, I wouldn't be surprised if I watched the Charlie Kaufman movie tonight and that becomes my favorite movie of the year. Like, that's how sparse, the year is. So, I think, what's going to come out on top of critic-wise, I definitely think the Charlie Kaufman movie. I think Tenet's going to drive conversation. I think all these are going to drive a lot of conversation.
Megwasher donated $10 through Super Chat.
Thank you, Meg.
Staying up to watch Mulan with my roommates tonight. Also, thank you guys for the Moonlight Blu-ray. I got to watch it for the first time and it was so beautiful. Much love to you guys.
That's really cool.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, yes. Yes, Meg. Yes, that. Yeah, we did send out our first giveaway prize to Meg, who was our first giveaway winner. Man, we didn't talk about this beforehand. We didn't pick a winner for this week.
Yeah, we should keep talking about it. Absolutely.
Yes, but this week, in honor of the great Chadwick Boseman, the giveaway for this week is going to be a Black Panther 4K Blu-ray giveaway in honor of the King. So, Sabrina, do we have the tweet pinned or?
Yeah, do you guys want to do the Chadwick Boseman tweet or the tweet for the stream today?
Which one? Y'all tell me.
Let's do the
Chadwick Boseman one.
Let's celebrate Chadwick.
Let's do the Chadwick.
Yeah.
So if you guys retweet our pin tweet.
Yeah, retweet our pin tweet of our Chadwick Boseman meaning of episode. Please go ahead and retweet that, and we'll pick our giveaway winner from that. So, 4K Blu-ray for Black Panther. And for last week, we talked about DC movies. We didn't really decide on which DC movie we were going to give away. So what do we want to give away, guys? What are we thinking?
I don't know. Let's do like a... I like how we could just pick a movie and RB3 is going to be like, I got it, bro.
Yeah. Pull out my
He's
bag.
like a magician. Let's do Wonder Woman. I don't know.
Wonder
I think
Woman.
it'd be cool.
Yeah, Wonder Woman.
I think we
Wonder
all
Woman.
agreed on that one.
Yeah. So we'll pick the winner probably before the end of the show and for last week. And then this week, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, so guys, just
Yes.
retweet that meaning of Chadwick Boseman pinned tweet that we have on the First Cut TMO Twitter account, and then we'll pick one of you guys. So
Yes. But yeah, obviously, RB3, to echo everything you said, Tenet is definitely going to do something. I don't know what it's going to do, but it's going to do something.
Yeah, it's either going to make a big splash or big poop. You never know. You
Yeah,
never know.
or it's going to cause a giant spike in COVID, and everyone's going to be happy about it.
Yeah, that's
I'm just being honest.
yeah.
well, it's really one of those tough conversations because these circumstances over the past few months have kind of given us a lot of like, what do we do going forward with film? We have premium VOD and we had the like $15, $20 options, and we haven't really had an issue with those because I don't think that's like a steep price rate. But then we have Mulan with its new 30, and like RB3 thinks it's going to do really well. I don't know, to be honest, because Mulan is embargo lifted today. It is getting a lot of mixed reception, where it's like, I just don't know if it's worth that price point, which I know we all share that same sentiment for Mulan. It's one of those things where we'll see. I'm curious to see how that goes. And then, yeah, with the theaters and drive-ins, everything's going in all different directions right now. And it's so hard to like compare them to each other because it's just something coming out on Netflix is a lot easier to watch than going to a drive-in if it's far away from you. And so it really is just the circumstances surrounding where that person's at in particular, like in this country or in other countries, and how much money they're willing to drop, because New Mutants, $35 for a car. If somebody went by themselves, that's also a steep price. If you split between like 2 or 3 people, not bad at all. And then, yeah, Mulan, it's one of those things. I don't know if you guys want to talk about it a little bit and get some first thoughts out there. I know we'll have our review, but just because the embargo lifted today, I think it's an interesting conversation to have, obviously spoiler free.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see people's reaction to it. Absolutely. We did our episode on Mulan for the Meeting of podcast. Are we gonna do I like how we're airing insider information out there, but I don't know if we're gonna separate the video or not. I don't know if we should. But either way, we have a Mulan review coming out tomorrow, right? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Well,
Episode of the meeting.
The episode's coming out tomorrow, but the review probably come out Saturday. So
Yeah, but it's a part of the
part
episode.
of the episode, yes.
So technically, it's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
It currently has an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. I just checked like a couple seconds ago.
Right.
So that's pretty solid considering how many people just check Rotten Tomatoes to get their opinions on movies. And considering that percentage doesn't necessarily mean a high score, it just means an average score that's above
60.
That's above that
above 60
0.5
is
or
fresh,
5.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that doesn't necessarily mean everyone is enjoying it as far as critics wise. It just means that pretty much everyone is positive on it. Now, positive can mean a lot of things. I think all 3 of us are positive on the movie. However, to varying degrees. I think some of us less than others. I thought it was just okay, if I'm being honest. I thought it had a lot of solid moments. But a lot of moments that just didn't work tonally, and a lot of moments that didn't work with the dynamic of the group that Mulan is in, which is my biggest problem with the movie, if I'm being honest. RB3, you got to finish it, right?
Yeah, so here's what people are going to watch this out of order, and it's going to be so weird. So when we shot the review, which is coming out tomorrow, I hadn't finished the movie yet. But I finished the movie after we shot the review. So I've watched the complete movie now. So what you're going to see
technically, this is your review.
So this is my review. What you're going to see tomorrow is an incomplete review. What you're seeing right now is a complete review from me. So here we go. I liked it. I honestly, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I liked it a lot more than I think maybe you two did. I think I just like that it was different. I just hate the Disney live actions that are the exact same.
You hate everything, man.
I just hate them all. Like I just hate that they're like the exact same movie. But I like the ones like Peach Dragon, like I said, that's a little bit different, a little more sentimental. I like the one like Jungle Book, even though, Jungle Book's not like it's still kind of the same. But this one went like way left on like a lot of different ways. I thought it was really fascinating. But even though the new addition that they kind of add to it, which is, the new witch character that you see in the trailers, I don't think that's giving much away since you see the witch in the trailers.
Yeah.
That's a new addition, and that plays a big part into it. I don't know how I felt like if that was the greatest addition, but I like adding a new character and a new narrative and a new story a whole lot more than I like adding just a new song. Like I like being inventive in that way than just adding one new song and then just acting like it's the same movie. So that's to me is the only reason probably why I would score it a little higher than most Disney live action movies. But I definitely like even in the, I think I even said this in the review too. Even in the hierarchy of like good Disney live action movies, it's still not that great. So in totality, so.
Yeah, I agree with that percent. The Disney live actions have definitely not, they've been mostly a miss for me. And I think this is definitely one of the better ones. I don't know about a lot of the changes that they made. I like change. I just don't know if I liked it necessarily here. And obviously when somebody watches the film, they'll see a lot of those changes with the character of Mulan and just things like that. And I did miss like the music because I think it's missing this like kind of like more fun, whimsical aspect to it, because at the end of the day, this is like a story for children, and engaging the audience in that way, it's probably nostalgia a little bit, but watching them back to back, I was able to see those differences a lot more prominently. And it just left me feeling more disappointed. A lot of moments were pretty dull compared to the animated film. I would just much rather watch the animated film than pay this price.
Oh yeah, of course.
Than pay this price. But a lot of it with these live actions, I'm like soured by them because I do really think it's mostly like a cash grab. It's like, you like Mulan? Well, look, we're doing this new thing. Like, you have to go and see it because it's Mulan and you love the story. I love like, showing the Chinese culture on screen and diving into that. But at the end of the day, I don't think this was the most necessary film to make. So it kind of just left me a little disappointed in all of those fronts.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we talked about it in our review, my perspective on the Disney live action films, especially movies like Mulan and like Aladdin that feature a diverse cast, a cast that isn't just all white dudes. I'm very pro doing that because I do feel like there is something accomplished to see that on screen, and I feel like there is something significant to see that in a Hollywood picture and not just a international movie. But to see that in a Hollywood production, I feel like that's very powerful, if I'm being honest. And I feel like people on set and people who are a part of it and Asian people all over the country and Asian people all over the world can echo my sentiment with that. So that's my perspective on that. I'm with you on the whimsical aspect, Sabrina, because I do feel like this movie's already pretty whimsical. Why not just break out in song? Like, there's a lady who turns into a bird and a hawk. Like, this isn't a grounded, like, Chinese epic. This is a very whimsical, superpower, people doing flips off buildings, and like it's not a grounded war film. It's a whimsical Disney film, which is why I would have loved to have seen. I'm like, girl, if you sing Reflection right now, I'm gonna feel that. I'm gonna feel that so hard.
Missing those moments in it, because it really, those are like the deepest moments of even like the animated film. You learn so much about every single character through their songs and through those journeys, and it's I just, because I don't really know who the audience is, because it's not young kids, because this misses all of that, all of those whimsical aspects. It's pretty action-packed, epic. So I'm kind of like, who is the target audience? It's pretty broad, but I don't know. For like adults, it's a little bit boring and a little bit. I still enjoyed it, but for the $30 price point, I can't. Yeah, really. It's gonna be free in a few months, in like 3 months.
It's a lot for $30. I definitely think my opinion. I think probably some critics' opinions honestly might be colored by the fact that we saw it for free. So it's like, I'm definitely a little bit more like, yeah, I guess it, $30 is steep, but yeah, for free it was pretty good.
That's a good point, because you guys are you guys, full disclosure, and I like how we're doing this on air. Are you guys gonna do it? Are you gonna rewatch it and pay for it?
No.
No,
No.
I am.
Hey, but you hate this movie. Oh yeah, yeah.
Your family loves it, so that makes sense. And you're with your family, like it makes sense.
Yeah, my mom has been dying for this movie since she saw the first trailer like a year and a half ago. It's like her favorite Disney movie. I mean, she has a lot. I've been very open about my love for Disney, and a lot of that is because of my mom. She raised me on that, and she's like a massive Disney fan. Like, she does the T-shirts and the keychains. Like, it's a big deal for her, and that's why it's a big deal for me. And that's why we're doing the Disney music draft. That was like something that I was like, oh damn, I love Disney songs. But that's probably the only reason why I probably will pay the steep price for it. However, I do feel like putting this premium VOD can set a dangerous precedent going forward, considering that we have so many other movies that are probably coming out using the same method. I'm still not happy about what this can do for the future of movies on video on demand or movies on streaming, because you're paying for a streaming service. That's what I don't understand. I'm already paying for it. Why can't I get the movie if I'm paying a monthly payment for it?
And this is also going to drive more people to subscribe to Disney Plus, so it's already going to be more money on top of that. Yeah, this is going to be, I don't know, man. I have a funny feeling that after this weekend, we're going to get some news that Disney made $200 million off this premium VOD stuff, and they didn't have to give no cuts to theaters, so they're just going to decide to do all their movies like this going forward. I wouldn't be surprised.
Black Widow. What's the other one coming out? Black Widow, and that's it, right? Just Black Widow coming out this year.
Was there supposed to be Eternals, or they moved that to 2021? Yeah,
2021. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think Black Widow will do this? Because that's the biggest one. That's bigger than Mulan, if I'm being honest.
Now that I don't know about.
Because Black Widow's huge.
Yeah, that I don't know.
And if honestly, like, it's still my most anticipated movie. Yeah. And if Paul Oyama's in the chat, screw you, Paul. I can't wait for that movie. He gave me so much crap. He's like, you can't like that movie. Yes, I can. Totally can. Remember that when he was like, "Hey, you can't. That can't be your most anticipated." Yes, it is. Yeah. That and then the David Fincher movie. That's it.
The Mink is up there. The Tchaikovsky movie tonight's up there. And Soul, man. If it's Soul, there's no question. I'm dropping the 30, like, no question. You know what I mean? Like,
I would
if it's Black Widow, same here.
Yeah. I don't know about. I really want to see Black Widow, and I think if this does really well, I think they're good. It, but I would pay still like $30 to see it, because I'm alone. I'm by myself. At least you guys are like with family and things like that. It's one of those things where I don't know, because I feel like a lot of the fun with these films is seeing it in a theater. Like, imagine seeing Mulan in a theater with everybody. I feel like it would have been a lot more impactful. Also, the cinematography and the score is really great.
Yeah.
So hearing that those are the two best parts to me, honestly, and those are the two ones that are definitely diminished a little bit by watching it at home. Like, I watched it on a laptop, and I think in a theater it would have been a lot better in terms of that. So I don't know if I want to see Black Widow at home.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that might end up happening, but I've been looking forward to that movie for so long. I love that trailer and just the entire premise of it. Taskmaster. Come on. I don't know what that is, RB3. Is it a cat?
The music from the trailer,
Oh, yeah. You're previewing our musical. We're doing a musical, guys. All of us are going to sing.
Oh, wait a minute. We do got something we could... Should we drop them? Should we drop this on them, Ace? What do you think, man?
Oh no, I would wait.
You want to wait?
Yeah.
All right.
Just because we haven't even announced anything.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
See, this is why you need me.
Yeah. See. I'm just ready to drop something. You know what I mean?
Either way, guys, we're gonna do a musical for you guys.
Yeah.
We are putting on our own Disney live show. So what we have to do is we have to put on our NFL GM hats and draft the best Disney songs out there. So we're going to draft the best Disney songs in order to make the best live show for you guys. And then you guys are going to judge us as far as who put on the best show and who had the best set list. Obviously, the whole point of the show is to entertain you, to bring you to tears, because that's what good Disney songs do. So my list is full of bangers. Obviously, everyone has their own, like, what they want to pick. But if we take each other's, then obviously we're going to be upset. I will be upset the entire weekend with you guys if you pick my favorites. But we are doing this. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited. Do we have any other live chats or super chats before we get to that?
We have, let me see. We have D-Train who donated and said, "What's up, guys? Ace Cabrera, is great seeing you in the new No Time to Die trailer." It looks like you're going to be a great Bond villain. I say this because dude looks exactly like Rami Malek. Yeah. It was good seeing that trailer.
Get that a lot, man. Yeah. I just saw that they were playing Need for Speed on TNT.
Yeah.
And I'm a Need for Speed, y'all.
Oh yeah,
I'm in that movie.
There you go. See.
Yeah.
You're also in the Spike Lee vampire movie, The Sweet Blood of Jesus.
That's right, dude.
Yeah.
God, shout out to Rami Malek. I'm also in The Legend of Korra too.
Oh, is he in Legend Korra?
Yeah, he's in Korra.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
His voice, obviously.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Herbie?
I was gonna say, speaking of actors, we didn't even speak on John Boyega, today. But
oh yeah, I read that entire article because I like to have context. I don't like to read tidbits and just be like, look what he said here, and I hate that. Yeah, you guys want to talk about that? I have a lot of thoughts. I don't know if we just because of obviously my Star Wars connection. It's disappointing. Obviously, he definitely felt like he was put to the side and left aside. I see, maybe just because I'm on Star Wars Twitter, and Star Wars Twitter is hyper negative usually. I see a lot of, look what John Boyega said. That means the sequels are trash. And if you like it, then you suck. And I don't like that, just because he wasn't necessarily on board with the final vision doesn't necessarily mean that I can't be, and I can't still enjoy these movies. And I don't like the idea of Star Wars fans being like, let's trash the sequels even more because John Boyega gave us permission to do that. I don't like that attitude that's going around in Star Wars Twitter, if I'm being honest. Obviously,
that's not his fault, though.
It's not his fault, obviously. But I'm just saying, I don't like that attitude that's been coming from Star Wars fans, that they're using that to pile on even more on the sequels. Because obviously I'm a big sequel defender and fan. But yes, obviously that's such a big deal that he brought up as far as being targeted by Star Wars fans over the Force Awakens, over the Stormtrooper stuff. The bait and switch opens up an entire Pandora's box, RB3, that I really would love to talk about, but I don't know if we have the entire episode to do, about the idea. And I'm going to step on people's toes right now, but I really do feel like when it comes to movie productions and television, people sleep on people of color, especially like black men, right? Where we put him to the side, and then we bring out the white savior, and a lot of people say, "Oh, but it's a woman." But I'm like, yeah, but it's still a white savior. And I know I'm talking about my girl Rey, and I love Rey, but it's still that idea of it's kind of problematic to just be like, look, he has a lightsaber, we have a black Jedi, and he's gonna be dope, and then just be like, no, let's get
going on this other adventure.
Yeah, let's get a white chick in here to save the day, and it's that idea of the person of color kind of being brushed to the side for a white person, even if that white person is a woman. Sorry, but that still happens a lot, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that.
Yeah.
He also brought up The Last Jedi, which is something that's gonna open Pandora's box even more. But he really, frankly, didn't like how he was portrayed in The Last Jedi.
Yeah, nor should he have. Yeah, he was.
Nor should he have.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, like, this is a conversation that I've had with a lot of people on, even when I was on Jedi Council, the idea of my problems with The Last Jedi compared to my problems with The Rise of Skywalker, where a lot of people are like, look what they did. Remember, I told you guys on the ArcLight garage.
Rooftop, yeah.
Yeah, where they were like, look what they did to the people of color in Rise of Skywalker. And I was like, did you see The Last Jedi? No, like it might be worse. So that's my problem, is like the framing of using these people of color should be done the right way. And it doesn't take away from people's inspiration. If I'm a little black kid, and if I see John Boyega's character save the day in Rise of Skywalker, which he does, I can still be inspired, even though he didn't necessarily like the finale. It doesn't take away from if me and my family liked General Poe Dameron and thought that was a very powerful moment, doesn't necessarily take it away just because John didn't like it, or just because Oscar Isaac didn't care for it, which I don't know. But I'm just saying these things shouldn't take away from someone's inspiration and someone's attachment to this movie, and to these movies, these three.
Yeah, 100%. It's the thing with all of those films as a whole. There's not to be negative about it, but the reality is when we see people like Rose and we see Jannah and we have Finn, they're all pushed to the side completely. There is absolutely no character arc development, anything to any of these characters. Even the small moment we had with Rose's sister was actually very profound. And there was something there in her story. And we had tiny moments of that, but at the end of the day, she was brushed aside, Finn was brushed aside, and then Jannah completely as well. Jannah, in The Rise of Skywalker, there's no character development at all, and there could have been something really, really cool there. And it was just back and forth, Rey and Lo, just 24/7, and all the rest of the characters were just,
and I feel like, see, this is the problem. Like, I feel like JJ had like somewhere that he wanted to go with Finn, maybe more in a prominent position, maybe not. But he had an arc. And then Rian Johnson came in, he had an arc. And then JJ came back in, he was like, okay, let me try and disregard this previous arc, put back in my arc, and then, it just leads to this confusing thing. Like, and it's really sad that like what's really sad is that they literally marketed John Boyega as like the star of The Force Awakens. I don't know if people remember that. Like, he was literally one of the first trailers ended with him holding the lightsaber, not Rey, John Boyega. So like the hype around this character, like what people thought he was going to anticipate him being, and then to just be shoved off to literally the side in the next movie. And then on top of that, let's not even get started on the fans, of the Star Wars fans themselves, going at him, call him trash, call him terrible, only to be further valid and only for them to feel further validated with the Last Jedi, saying his character is a waste, going at him in that direction. It's just really, really tough and terrible situation, which makes it even more uncomfortable for him as a performer and as somebody who, frankly, probably was the biggest Star Wars fan going into it. Even so much so, like, literally Oscar Isaac at the very beginning, he was like, yeah, I like Star Wars, but, I'm just doing this for the check. And then it was really Daisy Ridley, John Boyega as like, yeah, we are the new stars that are going to like come from this. And Daisy Ridley did get like a lot of shine, but John Boyega, he got a lot of backlash from it. And that's the sad part about it. So I don't know.
Yeah, obviously there's just so much there. I can talk for hours about the kind of crap that was tossed at Daisy Ridley too. Considering that she was just diminished. She was chased off social media because of fans going after her because they hated her as well.
Yeah, Kelly Marie Tran as well.
Kelly Marie Tran as well. Like it really is a toxic environment, which is why I'm so passionate about setting a positive example and setting a positive perspective on the sequels, on the prequels, and on the originals.
That's really the biggest thing in any fandom, not particularly Star Wars, but just across a lot of boards. Why do people feel the need to be so negative to the people that are involved with something that they love? Like, to be so negative as to harass and bully and do all of that stuff online just because of certain decisions by filmmakers. Disney did not have one cohesive story going into this. They just didn't. They were kind of trying to piece together stuff along the way. And I like the sequel trilogy just fine, but that's the truth. They, Colin Trevorrow gone, JJ back on. Rian Johnson changed a lot of what JJ did. JJ went back and then was like, oh, you changed my stuff? Well, I'm going to change more stuff. So when you watch all three films as a whole, that's the And instead of, it has nothing to do with the actors. It has nothing to do with them. They don't make these types of
Hardest
decisions.
donated $10. All three of you are speaking the truth. It's sad what the fandom can do.
Yeah, that's sad. Sorry about that. I'm gonna cut it off for now. Go ahead.
Oh, no, it's okay. But that's the thing is, like, if you really love something, like, don't harass people involved. Like, for what reason? Even Rian Johnson was, like, harassed because people thought he made, like, the worst Star Wars movie in the world. And, like, just stop harassing creators and actors and performers because they don't have anything to do with these decisions. Unfortunately, Rose Tico, Jana, and Finn were just pushed aside, and there was nothing they could do about it. Finn became the guy that just followed Rey around shouting "Rey" and then putting himself into weird situations, and that was just the unfortunate truth. But there's nothing he could do about it, and it's so sad that he faced that kind of backlash.
Yeah,
Sure. Go ahead, Arbiter.
I was gonna say, and I don't think he's necessarily blaming JJ or Rian Johnson. Or anybody in particular. I think he's just talking about the overall culture of the Star Wars fandom and the process and the behind the scenes of making it. I think that's what he's referring to more. So,
yeah, I mean, I have a lot of thoughts, way too many to get into right now, just because I'm the sequel guy. Like, I love the sequels, all three of those movies. I really do love, and I find positive things in every single one of them. However, I'm not ignorant to the fact that there could have been more positive things, and there could have been more story development, more character development, and better story arcs fleshed out with the side characters. That's always been my thing. And John Boyega actually said it in the article, and he nailed it. He said, man, when it comes to Rey and Kylo's story, they were firing on all cylinders. When it comes to our stories, they were a little bit lackluster. And I've always said that about the sequels, where I always felt, and I even tweeted this out last week, I said, I love the Star Wars sequels. I think they're dope. And I think Rey and Kylo Ren are top 2 Star Wars characters, like, all time. Like, I really do feel that. And that's kind of an issue, though, because that's the only storyline that's really powerful in all 3 of those films. And I mean all 3 of them is Rey and Kylo Ren. I've always said that. And the side characters have some fun, cool moments, but they don't have that same storyline. So I'm not ignorant to that fact. However, personally, on my behalf and on other people's behalf that don't necessarily have the same platform that we have with this online social media thing, people like my mom, people like my cousin, people like my aunt who watch these sequels and who don't have a YouTube channel, tell me how much Oscar Isaac meant to them and Poe Dameron meant to them. Tell me how they think Finn is such a cool character and they think he was a badass in the last movie. Tell me that my dad told me that he thought Rose Tico was awesome. And he was like, that's one of the fun, coolest characters I've seen. She's such a cool character. These are the things that people who don't have YouTube channels and don't have the same negativity platform that tell me these things. And I want to echo that and say, you can still take away a lot of positive things from these Poe Dameron and Rose Tico, Finn, and a lot of these side characters that I feel like a lot of people ignore because they give a lot of credence to the negativity, if I'm being honest. That's just me. So, yeah. We can end there, and then we can go to our Disney draft. So, let's do it, man. And obviously, if
we skipped a super chat.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let me read that one. From Fabricio? Wrote us. There we go. Hey guys, if Mulan succeeds, do you think other big movies will do PVOD on other streaming services? Much love to all.
No, I don't think so. Because Netflix already has their platform. HBO Max is trying to get more numbers, to be honest, to get more people to subscribe. Hulu has everything set in place already. I don't think any other streaming service would risk that. I don't know about you guys.
I think so. I think depending on how Mulan does, I think people will follow suit. I don't think it's necessarily going to be like the $30, but I think they'll be like, oh, look, there's some success if we go to streaming and we go to paid or premium VOD, because I mean, a lot of things are getting pushed to next year, but it's going to be oversaturated because there was films already slated for next year, and adding those, like, there's going to be so much competition. And even with like productions being like halted, when are we going to get certain things? So much is up in the air, but I do think that if there's a big movie and if Mulan does well, that some other ones will follow suit.
What do you think, RB3?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if other studios necessarily have the biggest properties to make that kind of thing work, right? Like, I don't know if I don't think you know, Universal, besides like Fast and Furious, would have a property put like that. I mean, they've already done it. Actually, maybe that's wrong because they've already done it with what was it, Trolls 2? That was Universal, right? It actually worked out for them. So maybe
they're going to keep doing it, right?
And they're going to keep doing it. And then you know, Warner Brothers has a bunch of stuff, but see, I think Warner Brothers is a little more traditional. I don't know if they'd be more adapt to jumping into the digital space. And plus, then they barely just got HBO Max off the ground.
Yeah.
But I don't know. See, I don't know. I hope that's not the case, but the way things are going, anything's possible. So
True. Alrighty, guys, let's get down to business.
yes.
To draft our songs. Who wants the number one pick? Do you want it, Sabrina? How about you get the number one pick? RB3, you get the number 2 pick, and then I'll get the number 3 pick.
And then we're doing a snake draft?
Snake draft, yeah. Obviously, we don't have to do the double up, which is technically a snake draft. We can just kind of work our way back, if that makes sense. So it'll go Sabrina, RB3, me, RB3, Sabrina, RB3, me. Does that make sense? And I think I'll get 2 at one point.
Well, you'd have to, you'd have to, wouldn't you have
I'd have to get 2.
Yeah, you'd have to get 2, yeah.
Yeah. You'll help me out. I haven't done this in a minute.
No, we have to do the double stack because at least.
Yeah, we do, huh?
Yeah, we have to.
Whatever. We got
I don't know
it.
how sports work. I'm chilling.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Either way,
All right.
guys, this is to remind you guys, we're putting on a live show for you guys of the best Disney songs out there. We're reaching in our bag of all timers of Disney songs and trying to create a set list of 5 songs that are our top 5 Disney songs that we want to put on a show for you. So we want to give you the feels, the vibes, and the bangers of these Disney musicals, animated or otherwise.
Any Disney movie.
Any Disney movie. So whatever you guys feel, throw it in the chat. Let us know what we're missing once the draft is over, and let us know who put on the best show as far as our songs go. So with the number 1 pick, Sabrina, you are on the clock.
All right, this is going to be controversial, but I can't stomach the thought of either of you guys choosing this song, and I know it's going to you and then coming back to me, so I don't want to let any of you guys pick it, and I'm going to pick Bet on It from High School Musical 2.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Number 1 pick. Wow.
Over like Disney Oscar-winning classics.
No. I cannot imagine you guys, if one of you picked this song.
I'm kind of dressed like Zac Efron right now from Bet on It.
Yeah, in his
like
golf uniform. Not gonna stop.
Go.
But I seriously cannot stomach the idea of either of you having it, so that has to be my number 1 choice. So I'm going to choose Bet on It. As you guys know, it is a flawless song, so...
I just think it's so funny that you're picking Bet on It over like actual like Grammy Oscar winning songs and classics of all time Disney.
You know, we know awards don't really mean anything at the end of the day. I mean, you can't look me in the eyes and tell me Bet on It is not a classic as well.
Would this be your opener of your
No. I haven't
show?
ordered them yet. No.
Okay.
I haven't opened, or I haven't decided the order yet.
Yeah, the order's going to be
Waiting
much
on that
different than
one.
the picks. Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, with the number 1 pick, Zac Efron, a guy who can barely sing.
Wow.
Bet on It.
This is amazing. I love it.
Is on
There
the
was so
is
much
off the
talent in
board.
that song.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is
None
off
of
the
y'all can
board.
take
It's a
it.
great direction. Like the video is a great directed video, and the choreography is top notch. But I wouldn't put it number 1. But again,
It is.
This is
We'll get into it. Trust me, I got a lot of thoughts. I'll save it for later.
RB3, you are on the clock with your all-timer Disney song and your number 1 pick.
My number 1 pick, number 2 pick overall. I got to go with the all-time classic. I was really scared that I wouldn't be able to pick this, but I'm glad I got to pick it. you got to go with, to me personally, the GOAT Disney film, The Lion King. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That got to be my number one pick.
Yep.
Oscar-winning song, Elton John. And even in the new rendition, you can even throw some Beyonce spice in there, maybe a melody in the live performance. So that got to be my number one pick for sure.
Alrighty. Lion King is off the board. Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
I mean, we could pick somebody else could pick another song.
Yeah, you could pick another Lion King song.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, man. All right, you pick a good one. We got Bet on It.
Two good choices.
Yeah.
Two
And
good
then we
choices.
got a multiple Oscar-winning musical and a Broadway musical, and Bet on It.
Love it.
Okay, I picked two, right?
Yes.
All right, so my number one pick is going to be the best Disney song from the best Disney musical and animated movie. This is an all-timer. Shout out to my boy, Aladdin. I'm going with the best duet of all time, A Whole New World. Flying Carpet.
Okay.
Flying Across the World. Falling in Love. All that stuff is spiced in this incredible song that has obviously been on Broadway, that has been on duets, on karaoke's all around the world, and it's one of the best melodies I've ever heard in any song. It's a banger, straight up banger, Whole New World. That's my number one pick. My number two pick, and I'm doing it, y'all. I told you guys yesterday that I was gonna do it, and I'm doing it. I'm picking my girl, Miss Christina Aguilera, with Reflection from Mulan. That is my emotional
I
song.
fumbled.
That song gets me chills. That song is a banger. I'm putting this on my show, and everyone's gonna cry. Everyone's gonna reflect on themselves. They're thinking about what their life means, and if they're going against their family. Reflection is my number two pick. One of the best all-time Disney songs, and Mulan is one of the best all-time Disney movies. So, those are my number one and two. RB3, you are on the clock for your number two pick.
My number two pick. All right, my number two pick. You did good with that Reflections one. That was good. I think that was on all of our list. Now, what I got to do to counter that one is I got to go with a more modern pick, right? I struggled, right? Out of the modern ones, what do you go with? Do you go with Frozen, Let It Go? Do you go with Frozen 2, Into the Unknown? Do you go with Tangled? What did I go with? I went with Moana, How Far I'll Go. It's my number two pick.
That was literally on my list.
Hey, no, I had to. That to me is the GOAT Disney, the new GOAT Disney song for me. And yeah, so I can't not pick that one for sure.
Bro, I'm heartbroken,
Damn.
bro. You broke my heart. I have to cross it off my list.
Hey man,
Oh
I
my
love that song.
gosh. This is all right. So
All right,
I
Sabrina, you're on
might
the
have
clock.
fumbled. I might have fumbled definitely right in the beginning, but I'm gonna pick myself back up.
Yeah,
I needed
okay.
that song on my list.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick myself back up. So what I'm gonna go a little bit different from your last two choices. I'm gonna go with a really fun, a lively song. So I'm picking Under the Sea from The Mermaid. That was one of my favorite songs when I was a kid. I love that song. It is a bop, and I just feel like it's a feel-good thing. So we got a little bit of that not reflection, but reflective song with Bet on It, really looking deep into your soul. But then we're going to pick it back up and make it fun again, even though I did not get reflection, and I'm very upset about it. All right.
I mean, Zac Efron looks at it as Reflection and Bet on It in that bridge section.
It's a reflective song. And
Yep. Yeah. What is that part? How does it go, Sabrina?
It's no good at all.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we gotta say too. Hey,
That's
listen.
Reflection like.
We gotta hit certain goal tonight too, people. If we hit, I don't know. Let's see. What do we say, y'all? Let's say if we hit $150 on Streamlabs, we all gotta perform our at least a melody, not a melody, maybe a verse or something. I don't know. What's the music terms, Ace? Anyway, let's give him a threshold. Let's give him something. You know what I mean?
Like run through the chorus one time, maybe.
Yeah. Of any of our picks, So
all right.
yeah,
I'll do it.
So you thinking 150 is the threshold? 150?
Let's make it 250. No, I just make it impossible.
Yeah.
Let's make it 500.
Yeah.
Well, let's go 1K.
1K.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Let's say 4K. Why not? 4K. So,
Yeah, 4K for a 4K.
Yeah.
RB3, you were on the clock for your number 3 pick, right?
No, Sabrina, you gotta do 2. You gotta do 2.
Oh, that's right. Sabrina
Oh,
has to
I
do 2.
have to do 2? Oh my god. Okay, well then I will pick.
This would be your number 3 pick, right?
This is hard. Yes, this will be my number 3 pick. So I'm gonna pick "Colors of the Wind" from Pocahontas.
Bro, you're killing me, man.
That's what you get. That's
You're
what you
killing
get.
me, bro.
That's right. So this song is absolutely stunning. This
Yes.
is a masterpiece.
Yes.
It is on that top tier level. You know, you had Reflection, and I'm like, you know what? Let's go with something that's similar. Even though Reflection is a bop, "Colors of the Wind," beautiful, beautiful scene in the film. I think this is one of honestly the most like heart-wrenching, powerful songs ever. So what I'm gonna go with.
That song is so freaking beautiful.
Yep.
The melody is gangster. The way she sings it, all the words in the song, the vocabulary in there.
Yeah.
It's a stunning song. I love "Colors of the Wind." It's like one of my all-timers. It was literally my next pick. So, thanks a lot, Sabrina.
That's right.
RB3, you were on the clock.
Oh man. Yeah, this one was this one's tough. This one's real tough. There's 2 options. And I think I'm going to land with the option I got to rep proudly here for my number 3 pick. Got to represent that urban flavor, yo. I got to give Princess and the Frog, Almost There, my number 3 pick.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. There's a part of me that really wants to go with the White Soul and get Phil Collins. You'll be in my heart from Tarzan. You know what I mean? So, but, you know, that's I rather
Don't give away your choices yet. We still got spots.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, you don't have to stop saying stuff.
I got. See, but I
Señorito.
got picks for days though. You ain't ready for my picks going forward.
Oh,
really
bro,
is hard.
I got picks for days too, man.
I got picks for days.
This is so hard.
All right, so I get 2, right?
Yes.
So these will be my 3 and my 4, correct? My number 3 pick is from my girl, my princess, my fellow water lover who wants to have legs. This is Part of Your World, Little Mermaid. What's up, y'all? I got you, girl, my redheaded girl. Little Mermaid, Part of Your World is one of the best Disney songs all time. I love this freaking song. It is so dope. It has that perfect like slow build all the way to like the high climax when she's blasting out and belting out that song, and Flounder is like, damn, girl. That's all in the movie. Part of Your World is my number 3. And my number 4 pick, man, I'm really reaching now because I thought I was going to have all the songs you guys picked.
Yeah.
My number 4 pick,
hard.
I'm doing it for my boy. I'm doing it for the hood.
Uh-oh.
I'm doing it for Greece and the Greek gods. I will go the distance. Hercules is in the house.
Oh wow.
I'm pushing down the trees and I'm climbing up to Mount Olympus. That song brings me to tears. That song is like that song where you're just like, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make all my dreams come true. I Will Go the Distance is my number 4 pick. And now we're going to our final picks now, huh? That's wild, man.
Wait, I think I have 2 more. So yeah, we're
Yeah, so you have 2. Yeah, we all have 2 more. We all have 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have one more.
You have one more. So it's gonna be me 1, and then Sabrina 2. So her last 2, and then me my last 1, and then you your last 1.
Got you.
All right, cool. So my number 4 pick. Now this is where it gets outside of the box for me, because when we discussed this yesterday, we said it didn't have to be animated. So I have to represent Compton legend Kendrick Lamar, repping his shirt, all of the stars. Black Panther enters my draft for Disney song. That's
a great song.
Listen, it's an Oscar nominated song.
It is. It's a great ass song.
Yeah,
I love
rap,
it.
SZA, come on, Kendrick, come on, man. And obviously, got Honor the Great Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther.
Yeah.
So yeah, that gotta be my number 4 pick. definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I can't lie, man. Once Black Panther ends and that song like pops up, I was just like, I'm in, bro. I'm in.
Yeah.
That song was dope.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great pick. RB3.
Yeah. Disney and Kendrick
Ooh.
Lamar.
Yeah, see that the perfect collaboration.
Oh
All
my
right.
god.
So I pick 2 now.
Yep, 2. Yep, last 2, 4 and 5.
All
right?
right.
Yeah.
So
All right, Sabrina.
I can't believe I thought one of you guys were gonna pick Bet on It early on. I don't know why I had that idea, but yeah, I did, and I'm here for it. I'm here for this list. My next one is actually going to be Hawaiian Roller Coaster from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, that's a good
look at
one.
you, man.
Yeah,
Deep cut.
I love that song. It is so fun, and it kind of goes with the same theme that I have. I have an idea for my lineup, and obviously, we stole a few of each other's choices, so I'm kind of continuing along the way, but I do really like at the start having this transition. So we'll get into it when we talk about our lineup, but that's my next choice. And then, all right, I'm about to get clowned. I have Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts.
Hey.
Bruh.
I was shocked nobody picked
Why?
the Toy Story song. I was shocked nobody
I
picked the Toy
know.
Story song. Yeah. Oh, we had talked about that one. Yeah,
I was gonna say.
The Toy Story song, I'll give you, but Rascal Flatts?
Hey,
Okay,
that's
one
fine.
thing I'll say, that is a bop. That is a banger. I'm not even into Rascal Flatts. I'm not into that genre of music, but when that comes on, we're low-key all vibing. Like,
Yeah,
that's the truth.
that's true.
You have
That's
to
true.
look me in the eyes and tell me that that's not
That's
the truth.
true.
That's
Imagine
true.
going to a concert and hearing that. That's what I want to hear.
Life
So yes,
is a highway.
highway.
I wanna ride it. Yeah.
And low-key beautiful. I do want to ride it all night long. Like, I do.
Hey,
So
whoa.
let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about life.
Yeah,
No.
I'm kidding.
Bro, I mean, that life looking real nice right now.
I just want to be coasting through. I want to be vibing out, having a good time.
Yeah.
So
Period.
that's it.
All right. Sabrina, all her picks are already selected. We'll go back to you so you can let us know what you got. RB3, you got your last pick?
Yep, I do have my last pick. Let me see here. My last pick is, again, another out-of-the-box idea here. Not necessarily an animated film. Actually live action. Actually, I don't even know if it categorizes as live action. Just released this year, and that's right. I'm going with Hamilton. Not my shot. I'm not going to waste my shot. That's my number 5 pick. Disney song.
count?
Hey, that count. Come on, man.
Is that?
It gotta
not
count.
Disney.
It's on
That's
Disney
not-
Plus. It's on Disney
That's not
Plus.
Disney.
It's on
That's-
Disney Plus.
doesn't mean
I'll
it's
give it. I'll
Disney.
give it to you.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you because I'm secure with my Life is a Highway Rascal Flatts choice, so I'll give you that one. But
Yeah.
Bro,
that's a loophole. You found a loophole for
Hey,
sure.
I got
Hey.
it's
But
got
I
the
mean,
Disney
it's
logo
on.
in front of it. So
on.
yeah.
It's on.
bro, you had a chance to choose Mary Poppins and you went with Hamilton?
I was yeah. And I watch. You'll see why. My set. I got the exact set I wanted too. I like it.
All right.
Okay, I guess my last pick, RB3. Don't you dare bring up his name and not give him to me. I'm going with my boy, Mr. Phil Collins. You'll Be in My Heart from Tarzan.
Yeah.
That is my final pick. That song is a beautiful song. It's a badass song. It's Phil Collins going hard in the paint,
Yeah.
scoring 45 points in a game, triple-double. It's all about family. It's about saying goodbye, but at the same time saying hello and welcoming us to a family. It's just it's such a good song. Shout out to Tarzan's mom, a giant gorilla,
Aw.
who sings that song.
Yeah.
It's literally one of my favorite Disney movies, Tarzan, and one of the best Disney soundtracks and songs.
Yeah.
So Phil Collins, this is for you, man.
Absolutely.
Tarzan is my last pick. So Sabrina, let us know what is
Yes.
your total list. What is
All
your
right. So is this in order? Is this my lineup?
yeah? Give us your lineup.
All right, perfect. Okay, so my idea with this concert is that when you go to a concert, think about it right now. We're all really itching to go to an event. So I want to put on the best possible event. So I'm starting off with a banger, which is Under the Sea. That is feel good as hell. We're all just gonna sit there and have fun along, sing the words to that song. We already all know it. And then from that banger, I'm gonna go to another one because you have most of your energy during a concert kind of in like the beginning, and then you get a little tired. But so while we still have that energy, I'm going with Hawaiian Roller Coaster. Kind of sticks with that, like really fun, playful, you know, a little bit of the ocean. We got all of that going on. So I have Hawaiian Roller Coaster second. And then third is when we start to, you know, get a little tired, a little bit reflective. You know, we're at that point in the night. So I'm doing Colors of the Wind third. We could get that powerful, beautiful ballad, get that in there. And then do after that one is that we listen to Bet on It, because we're going for that still powerful, reflective song, but a little more upbeat because we're getting that energy back, you know? Towards the end of the concert, you're still hype. So Bet on It is then. And last is the feel-good song to leave you for the night, and that is Life is a Highway. So the order... which is literally, it's a bop. Like, I mean, you can't tell me that it's not. And think about all these songs in a row. I'm here for this. This is what I want to see. I want to see Rascal Flatts performing this. I want to be outdoors. I want to be drinking like a cold beer and like wearing sandals and doing all that. This is a summer outdoor concert. Imagine like the lights during each of these songs, Under the Sea to Hawaiian Roller Coaster to Colors of the Wind, how beautiful and a spectacle that will be. And then to Bet on It, we'll all be doing the dance. We'll be doing the Zac Efron, I'm not gonna stop. You know, we'll be like jumping around the same way he is in the film. And then ending with Life is a Highway, sitting there with your friends and just being like, yeah, life is a highway. You know, I want to coast through that. Like, we're all good. We're all good out here. And that's what, this is the concert. Exactly. Hey, and that's the concert I want to throw when it's back to normal in like 2022 and we could all be in the same room together. This is the lineup I want to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
RB3, what do you got for your show?
Super fire lineup. I would see that show. Here's my show. Okay, so here's kind of my layout, right? You gotta start off. You don't necessarily start off with the banger, but I think this is a great warm up song, which I think gets the energy up, gets the crowd going, but still gets that little aspirational feel to it. So I start off the show with Princess and the Frog, Almost There. You know, get that little jazzy, little warm-up beat, almost there, and then you move on, right? Right after that, transitions right from that soulful singing from Princess Tiana, you know, from the princess to another princess, SZA, All of the Stars. You can already see that transition, right? Like, doom, 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 and then you just go in and you just hear that singing, and then you get a little bit of Kendrick Lamar rapping.
You got to give us a little previta, man. Give us a taste, bro.
I don't even remember the lyrics. You
don't know the lyrics?
Yeah, I don't even know the lyrics. All the stars in motion. All the stars in motion. Yeah, that's my song. And then you got to go from that, and then listen. You got in the track, the Kendrick Lamar verse transitions right into the fast rapping styles of Lin-Manuel Miranda and Hamilton. Not gonna waste my shot. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my shot.
You have 2 Lin-Manuel songs. I just realized that.
Hey, see, you're not doing the science yet, Andres. You're not doing the science because you go from Kendrick, great lyricist, Lin-Manuel, another great lyricist, gives you that my shot, give you that halfway show boost, that pump up energy, like yeah, you just hype, and then boom, you go right into another Lin-Manuel Miranda song. He stays right on stage. Right into the Moana track, How Far I'll Go, right next track after, so that way you get a little bit of that like rhythm, but you still get the big emotional crescendo, and it's just it's just the warm up. It's just getting you started for the big Grand Slam finale. Can you feel the love tonight? To rock the show, to rock out the house. I think that's the way you do it. So go from small, bigger, boom, boom. That's how my show would go. So
that's a good lineup.
That's great.
That's a good set list. I love that one.
I can't lie, guys. I'm looking at my list. All my songs are ballads. So you know when you come to my show, you're gonna cry.
Yeah, tears,
like a Celine Dion concert.
Oh yeah, you're gonna feel something. You're gonna hold on to your loved one, whether it's your significant other, whether it's your family member, whether it's your cousin, your brother, and you can tell them you love them because you're realizing that these songs are bringing you all the feels. I'm going for all the feels. I'm starting off with the man swinging from the vines. I'm going with You'll Be in My Heart. That's gonna get the people going, get the tears flowing. And then from there, I want people to feel like they need to accomplish more, like they want to go for their goals. So I'm going straight for Ariel with Part of Your World. And then from there, I want them to get to the top of the mountain. After feeling that vibe from Ariel, I want them to feel like, man, I can do anything. I can like literally lift mountains like my boy Hercules. So I'm going to go with I Will Go the Distance as my third song. And then from there, I'm going to go with a slow down, beautiful, reflective reflection of Mulan, of looking at yourself, of realizing who I am and where I come from and what can I do in my life. And then I'm going to finish it with the bangers of all Disney bangers, the songs that people sing along to, the songs that you can sing a duet, you can sing it by yourself, it don't matter. And that's a whole new world, because that's what we're looking at after you leave my show. You're looking at a whole new world. That's going to be your perspective on life after you just went through the experience of all these songs.
That's a heavy set, man.
That's a heavy set.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's an emo concert for an emo boy like myself. All the emo boys and girls out there feeling something for Disney. All these ballads are my show, so that's what I'm leaving you with.
You went with the R&B.
Come to my show.
You went with the R&B ballads. I made a rap concert, and Sabrina made a country show. I love it. I love it.
I end with Life is a Highway.
Bet on it?
Yeah.
It's like, I want one of those. I definitely want one of those like outdoor summer concerts, and that's the vibe. I mean, see like Under the Sea, Hawaiian Roller Coaster, and then Life is a Highway ending it. Like, I want to be drunk off a cold beer, sitting in like a lawn, like one of those like grassy lawns at the outdoor concerts. That's what I want.
Oh yeah, I could see that. I could see that for sure.
I definitely want to see some comments in here. Alex the Great says end it with Beyonce and Elton John.
That's me.
Referring to you. Alex the Great also says Ace in his R&B concert. Dorian is in the house. I get Geeks of Color.
Hey, Geeks of Color, by the way, everybody watching this video, stop what you're doing. Keep watching this video. But in the next tab over, subscribe to the Geeks of Color YouTube channel. They are at 900 subscribers. And guess what? You need to hit 1,000 to get monetized. You need 1,000 to get monetized. So everybody, if you're not subscribed to Geeks of Color already, go over there, subscribe to Geeks of Color. That's all you got to do. You ain't even got to watch the videos. Honestly, you ain't got to watch them. We just need the numbers. We just need 1,000 subscribers. And that way they can get monetized and they can start doing a lot more fun stuff, because making money is always fun, especially when people are in this space. Let me see here. We have a few Streamlabs. Let's see here. We have one from Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield Ramirez donated $10. Sabrina drafting bet on it is like when Charles Barkley drafted Allen Iverson over Michael Jordan in the NBA All-Star Draft. Yikes.
I mean, I would also do that. I don't know what any of that meant, but I stand by what Charles Barkley did.
You don't vibe with AI?
I don't
Allen
know who that
Iverson?
is.
Okay.
I know the song about him.
Partis Jason donated $10.
Party.
My top 5 are: 1. Can You Feel the Love Tonight, Lion King 1994.
Absolutely.
2. Go the Distance, Hercules 3.
Oh, that's good.
You'll Be in My Heart, Tarzan. 4. Why Should I Worry, Oliver and Company.
Oh,
Did I not read the rest of it? Yeah, I don't know what's up with this thing and not reading the rest of it. And 5, I'll Make a Man Out of You, Mulan.
I'm surprised neither of you guys chose
that was
that.
really almost there.
It was on my list for sure.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if I could get my other ones first, because I wanted the emo songs.
Yeah.
I wanted the feels before I wanted
Rascal Flats.
Exactly. And Zac Efron.
Yeah, exactly.
Zac Efron. I mean, hello.
PZ donated $15. Hey guys, just want to say, people out there, stay home, stay safe. Getting COVID is not fun. I couldn't breathe in quarantine is not fun. Plus you all being selfish messing up my game. Haven't seen ish long since March.
Oh, dang. I'm sorry, PC. I'm so sorry. I didn't know, PC, I didn't know you had COVID. I'm so sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Just praying for you. I hope everything's all good. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sending all of our love that you have just like a full, complete recovery. Definitely update us on that in the chat or anything.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Absolutely. Any others?
Last but not least, from Danny Ramirez. Thank
Oh,
you so
nice.
much. Thank you, Danny.
Danielle Ramirez donated $10. Hey crew, just sending some love. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Danny.
Thank
And
you
I
so
see you in the
much.
chat as well. You said you're here for Emo Disney. And I appreciate that, honestly. Because that's my
I feel
show.
like everyone's against me.
Why?
Everyone's against my choice.
I just think
Nah.
it's the number one pick. If you picked it number 4 or 5, I think all of us would have been like, "Oh, cool, we love Zac Efron." But number 1?
This whole okay, so this is my thought process. I always freak myself out. The entire drafting thing, I'm just like, I want bet on it really, really badly, and I don't want any of you guys to steal it. And of course, in my mind, I put it above like Reflection or all of those. I was like, I need to have bet on it. So that was my. Entire
I don't even
thought.
think it's the best High School Musical song. It's one of the most fun, but I still think what's that one called? The last one from the first movie, the Soaring Flag.
Oh yeah,
That one.
that was good.
Yeah,
I would
that's a great
have.
song. I mean,
That one's a banger, bro.
That is a banger, but I think
Breaking Free. That's what it's called.
Breaking Free. Yeah, I do think if there was one I would pick for a concert though, I'll pick Bet on it for a concert. Like that's what. So I could see
More than Breaking Free?
it's a little too Disney sing
Artist
song for me.
Days and
I
donated
want
$10.
that.
I would totally go to all 3 of y'all's concerts.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Pardis.
Yeah.
Jenny Lawson in the chat gave us her list. She says number 1, Reflection. Number 2, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast was in my top 8.
Yeah.
Like it's up there for me. I love that song.
Be Our Guest was almost there for me actually.
Yeah, Be Our Guest.
Same.
Belle is a dope ass song.
Yeah.
Something There is a dope song. But Beauty and the Beast
Even
is
I
the
know you
best song.
like Evermore from like
Evermore is a gangster song.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah.
I See the Light, number 3. I love I See the Light.
That was
yeah.
on my list.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then she said Let It Go, number 4, and number 5, A Dream Is Wish Your Heart Makes. A Dream Is Wish Your Heart Makes.
Yeah.
That was
I really wanted to do You've Got a Friend in Me. Like that was real close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
I also really wanted to do When You Wish Upon a Star.
Yeah.
That one's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
What's the Toy Story 2 song? That song goes hard.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
the one that Homegirl sings, Redheaded Cowboy Girl.
I know what you're talking about. Let me see. I gotta look that one up. That one's top.
That one's
a
ooh,
tearjerker.
ooh, that's more than a tearjerker, man. That's a tear like straight up puller.
Yeah.
It'll like just pour the tears out.
I also had Ultimate from Freaky Friday, the Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah. See, we originally said we originally thought about 8. We should just did 8. We should just did 8 instead of.
Also, the Hercules, I Won't Say I'm in Love. I Won't Say I'm in Love. Shout out to my girl, Hercules. Is also up there for me. Prince Ali from Aladdin. Anything from Aladdin is amazing. Yeah.
Also, That Girl from Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen with Lindsay Lohan. Those were hard. You don't know that song?
I do remember that one.
That one's a bop. And then both of those movies, Freaky Friday and Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, have Simple Plan songs. One has Happy Together, and then one has the actual. So those were really good too. Some Simple Plan. But I had to go with my boy Rascal Flatts. I don't know any other Rascal Flatts song.
I'm still shocked at that pick. That's ridiculous.
That's out the box. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously my other ones were like Moana and Colors of the Wind. You guys picked those.
Yeah. I had to go. I knew somebody was going to snatch up how far I'll go. So I knew.
Oh, you know what the chat was saying?
What?
Coco.
Yeah. I messed up.
Remember Me.
Yeah.
Recuérdame. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That was great.
It's better in Spanish, y'all. It's better in Spanish.
Also, I'm surprised none of us picked any Frozen songs. None of us picked Frozen songs.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest like Frozen lover. I like some of the songs, but I don't like the popular ones. Like, I kind of like Into the Unknown. I lived with my brother for a little bit, and he has 6 daughters. So imagine 6 little girls singing Let It Go 24/7, and you will hate that song as much as I do.
No, I already do. I was like, when that movie came out, I was like babysitting and stuff. So yeah, it
little
was
girls
kids
screaming that song.
Loved it. Kids loved it.
Yeah. So that I like what's the love song, the one that her sister sings in the beginning of the movie in Frozen, where she sings it with a guy. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Oh, I know which one. That is a fun song.
I can't think of
I like the
title of that
Olaf
song.
songs too. Nobody talks about the Olaf songs in the Frozen movies, but I love those songs.
Yeah. I also like How to Build a Snowman.
Yeah.
Or
that
Do You
was
Want to
great.
Build a Snowman? Not How to Build a Snowman.
Yeah,
Do
that
You
one.
Wanna
Yeah,
Build a
Oh,
Snowman? That was
uh,
so cute.
Yeah. Love is an open door.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yes.
that one. Love is an open.
Oh.
Yeah. See, that's the
Yeah.
thing. I like Frozen a lot more than like the Frozen haters like it. But it's just it came so popular. Like if it wasn't as popular if it
Yeah.
was, people would recognize it as a really good movie because it is a really good movie. Like
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very true. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I also, a lot of the Tangled songs are really, really good, too.
Yes.
Mandy
yes.
Moore on the soundtrack. Oh, my God.
Mandy Moore on the
Mandy
soundtrack.
Moore.
Yo, man, I
That's
got
right.
Mandy Moore on the soundtrack.
You know what it is? Mandy Moore, drop the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also a choreographer named Mandy Moore too, right? Who like
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
so
she
I
did
always
La
get
La
him
Land.
confused. Yeah, I'm always like, dang, that Mandy Moore choreographed La La Land? Impressive. yeah.
Imagine Mandy Moore just has all these, like, side
Yeah.
hustles, like, all throughout the industry. Yeah.
That's dope.
I don't know if we have a winner. I mean, should we ask the chat to give us a winner? Real quick chat before we say
Yeah,
goodbye.
I
it's a
mean-
winner.
Who won, guys?
Who has the
And
best
why
concert?
is it me?
What was the best concert? If you guys want to send any last-minute Streamlabs, Super Chats, anything
let us
like
know
that,
real
I'm
quick
sending
before
down
we
the
say-
link.
We are at $70, by the way, people. So let's bring it down. Maybe not 150. Let's bring it down to 100. Y'all can do 100. Y'all can do 100. Let's get to 100, y'all. We'll sing something. We'll sing
Running out of
something.
time, guys, because I'm looking at the clock right now, so
Uh-oh.
we might not make it.
Uh-oh. Let's hit it. Let's
but-
hit it.
Yeah, there's a ton of Disney songs that I love and that I would have included on here. Way too many to name.
I wanted, and when we talked about this idea, I really wanted to put Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious on.
Oh
there, too.
yeah,
I fought for that one, but
yeah.
can't get it.
We met. Oh, Be Prepared from Lion King.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Kiss the Girl from Little Mermaid.
Yes.
Yeah, kiss the girl.
Yeah, Kiss the Girl.
Yeah.
Oh, Poor Unfortunate Souls from Little Mermaid. That's a
That
dead
is
song.
so good.
Ursula one. Right?
Poor Unfortunate Soul.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's so tough because that just shows how great Disney is with their music. They put a lot of care into it because we can name really great ones from every single one.
Yeah.
A lot of them are bangers.
There's a part of me that wants to put something from Sound of Music, like the actual song, The Sound of Music, on here.
Yeah.
Because that's technically Disney.
Okay.
D-Train donated and said, I know this is too early to talk about, but you guys talked about on SCN Live, so all I'm saying is I don't think it's disrespectful to continue a character Chadwick Boseman helped create. T'Challa's story feels incomplete. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it briefly on SCN. There's some people who are saying like they want to recast T'Challa to keep the story going. There's other people who, like me, would probably say, nah, like they should probably just do Shuri or maybe bring back Killmonger or, let Winston Duke take over as M'Baku. There's other ways to do it, but there's some people, like D-Train who feels like they should recast and they should continue the story. I don't know what y'all feel about that, but
I think if I'm being honest, I think it's too early to even discuss.
yeah.
And I know that's the whole point of these shows is to discuss this kind of stuff, but I really do feel like it's way too early to even mention it. But if I had to, no. We have Shuri there. Shuri becomes Black Panther in the comics. It's very easy to make that shift and to make Shuri the Black Panther. So
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think the conversation is definitely way too early, but Shuri, and I think it would still be honoring everything that Chadwick did with the character, and also what Shuri did because she was also one of the standouts. The entire ensemble was the standout from the first film. So just seeing her mantle, yeah.
So in the chat, we have Sabrina wins just because of Rascal Flax. That's BCD who says that.
Hey.
John Pierce says, I just got here, but Sabrina wins. Matthew Dawson says, I'm here for Ace's emo show. Thank you, man. Yeah, come over to my side.
Risk and black my eyes.
Yeah, exactly. And then from there, we're going to cut straight from You'll Be in My Heart to My Chemical Romance. We'll go to the Black Parade right afterwards.
Yeah. Nobody liked my rap show. Nobody liked. Nobody liked the.
I commented. No, I just commented. I said honestly, I'm really gonna vote RB3 after hearing everybody's.
Oh please.
That's my choice. Yeah.
I want to go both of y'all's. Honestly, I wouldn't even go.
Yeah, especially when you got all of the stars. Like that's so good.
Yeah,
You picked a lot of really great songs.
I still love that you don't even know the words. You're just like me go all the stars. That's it.
No, I'm not good with Forrest's lyrics.
Yeah, come to the Disney's Black Parade. That's what my show is going to be called. Disney's Black Parade.
Yes.
With the Little Mermaid. You see Ariel with like an emo look. All my guys are going to have like emo looks in them. So you have Tarzan with like straight up like long hair, emo, dark. Yeah, it's happening, guys. Come to my show. TMC says Ace has my vote.
Yeah, a lot of people saying Ace, yeah.
No, not really, man. Arbor Stillwell says I'm going with RB3. BCD says RB3 is in a very close second place. So there you go. I'm not even in second. Just because of how far I go in all the stars. Party says that I'm sorry, but I think Ace won this draft, but I will still go to Sabrina and RB3's concert as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate you.
Yeah.
Oh, Danielle Ramirez also said, "Okay, I got to go with Ace on this one. I just love to cry, and that's all." Yeah, that's what I'm here for, man. I'm here for the tears. That's what I'm bringing out.
But I mean, you can also cry to "Life Is a Highway," like cathartic, happy tears.
Life is a highway.
All right, we didn't reach our goal, guys, so we ain't singing no songs for you.
Woof. I mean, oh, guys, come on. We could do better than that.
All right, which one do you want to pick? Just pick like 10 seconds of one song.
10 seconds. Okay. Ooh, me?
Yeah.
No.
You said you wanted to sing, bro.
I said, yeah, I thought the winner should sing. The winner.
I think you won.
Yeah, I think Andres won, man.
I didn't win. No, I did not.
The chat automatically unanimously think it's you, bro.
And I think now you have to sing.
Yeah.
You just put yourself in that corner, so let's go.
You were in,
which one are you doing? You doing
all of us have to sing. I'm not doing it alone.
Do Reflection.
Okay.
Sing Reflection, Andres.
I really want to sing it.
You got it. Do it.
I'm like feeling it in my heart. I'm like crying already.
Do it.
I can't do it.
Okay. I'm gonna look up some lyrics.
I'll do bet on it. I'm not gonna stop till I get my shot. That's who I am. That is my plan. Will I end up on top? You can bet on it. There we go.
There you go. All right, I'll do it.
I did it.
Ooh, no, I'm kidding.
I was on the edge of my seat.
I do it in a completely different tone.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
Okay. I got all the stars lyrics. Love. Let's talk about. No. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this either. No. I'm gonna do something manly. Be your man and the strength of a raging fire. Nah, no, but that's just something.
Come on, man.
I can do a little deeper there. I can't hit those scissor notes. So.
What else did you guys pick?
Under the Sea.
Oh, there you go.
See, there you go. Can you feel the love?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I did that terrible. Let Beyonce and Elton John do the singing.
PC donated $10. Thanks, guys. I'm still tired. I was coughing so much it sucked. Worst part is I lost my grandma to COVID and couldn't even hug my mom to comfort her. Wear your mask, people.
Oh, yeah. PC, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, PC. Yeah, my condolences to you and your family. Yeah, COVID's a real thing. People take it serious. Wear a mask. Be safe. It's real unfortunate.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really is one of those things. I know we've been talking about it, but I can't believe that some people, because of like theaters reopening, we've already talked about this, but like some people are thinking like, oh, it's getting better because they don't watch the news or things like that in restaurants and bars, and people just aren't taking it seriously. I see Instagram stories of parties, like full parties, not like a social distance get together, but like a full summer party with everybody. Like I literally saw people like playing no mask, people playing beer pong and like drinking from the cups, and I'm like, I cannot, guys, seriously, please just be safe, be smart, be responsible, because it's not just yourself that you're putting at risk, it's everyone you come into contact with. So that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why, to me, safety is the most important, for sure. Yeah. I just smiled a little bit, sorry guys, because Matthew Dawson says, Ace was about to go full opera. I didn't want to say the word, sorry, just in case we're trying to make anything happen, but yeah, stay home as much as possible. How about we all finish with Moana? How far I'll go?
Okay.
All of us.
Sure.
I want to start.
You guys.
See.
I like how I haven't sang a single line.
Lyrics. Yeah, I know. We both sang. You didn't sing, I feel like you alone should take us out on this episode. Yeah, Andres, please.
Go for it.
Just go for it.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Hey. Yeah.
That's it. I'm doing it for The Rock. Shout out to The Rock. Get better, get well.
Yes, get better, get well.
Same with Mr. Robert Pattinson.
Yes, same with PC and family.
Same with PC.
Yeah.
Shout out to our supporters in the chat. Anyone who was here, thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate you. Yeah, I like how Aaron Brooks says y'all are so shy all of a sudden. Yeah.
Brandon_Hannah donated $20. Sing.
See, that's the money. That's all we needed. All right.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's the 100. There we go.
1 second.
Right. I'll sing Moana. Fine.
All right, let's go.
Actually, I won't sing Moana.
Oh my God.
Pick another song.
How many times have you been like, and you're like, nah.
All right, RB3 now. What do you want to sing? You want to sing "Make a Man Out of You"?
Okay.
Yes. And I'll dance.
All right, pull up the lyrics, man.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me get the lyrics. Yeah, because I'm gonna fumble the football on this one. I have you.
Because we'll do a Kanye and Jay-Z going back and forth.
Aaron donated $10. Sing.
Hey, thank you, Aaron. We just hit that goal. Thank you. All right, hold up. Make a man out of you. All right, here we go.
All right, you see it? So how about I'll sing the first 2 lines, you get the second 2 lines.
Okay. All right, for sure.
So you'll do this, you're the saddest bunch.
All right.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Hunts. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons?
You're the saddest bunch I've ever met. But you bet before we're through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you.
All right, now the chorus. To be a man,
we must be swift like a coursing river.
Be a man.
With all the force of a great typhoon.
Be a man.
With all the strength of a raging fire. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. We tried.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. We tried.
I love that. Thank you guys. That's all I do. I'm saving that video on my phone forever. So whenever I'm sad, I'm just gonna
delete that. Delete all that. No, really, delete that, guys. It's going straight off the internet.
Yeah, no, we gotta delete this live stream after this.
This will be unlisted.
Yeah, the live stream that disappears right after it's off live. That's this video.
Yeah.
Danielle says the moon. Yeah. I love that part. That's my favorite part of the song.
Yeah.
Mainly because of the DBZ parody. Have you seen that, RB3?
Oh, I haven't seen that. No,
you haven't? It's Piccolo singing "Make a Man Out of You" to Gohan as he's training him. And he says the moon. And that's the scene in Dragon Ball when he blows up the moon.
Yeah.
He's like, the moon! And he like blows it up. It's incredible.
Aaron says he wants to see My Chemical Romance next.
Uh-oh,
Prince said
yes.
that.
If I No, I'm kidding. Young boy. Yeah.
My
Came
father
into the
to the
city.
city
Yeah.
to see a marching band.
Yeah. Yeah, that I can sing. Anything emo is good for me.
I love doing that emo voice, like the Blink
Yeah.
182. It's like, where are you?
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
I do that. I sing like that in real life. Like I sang you guys just hear me sing Chicago Freestyle by Drake.
Oh, the new one?
You sing it emo?
Yeah.
I sing an emo and it's so funny.
Wait, do
dude,
it. How
'cause
does that
Wait,
even sound? How does
now
that
you gotta
even
do
sound?
it.
All right,
What?
I'll do it, but I forgot the lyrics. Oh yeah, 2:30, little body, little by the beat. I forgot how it goes. It's really funny the way I did it.
2:30
All right, I'll sing it. This will be it, and we're done.
Oh, yes.
All right, here we go. I got the lyrics now. Oh yeah. 2:30, baby, won't you meet me by the beat? Too early, baby, won't you show me things? You know what it is whenever I visit.
Windy City.
You blow me kisses. Please wait to go to hold me tight. Will I see you at the show tonight?
That literally sounds like an emo song.
Right? It's such a cool. It works
Show
perfectly.
tonight.
Will I see you at the show tonight? Yeah, it's straight up. Like,
This is looking at just eyes. I can't.
it works, right?
I can't.
And then Drake comes in.
My cheeks hurt.
Man.
My cheeks hurt.
Oh, that's a great live
Oh my
stream,
god.
man.
Oh, speaking of, for anybody who's still watching, for the people still watching, next week our live stream is actually going to be on Wednesday.
Uh-oh.
Because it's your
Why?
girl's birthday.
Hey.
It's my 23rd birthday.
Like
So
a
we're
light.
celebrating in style. We're celebrating with all of you. So I'm super excited. But yes, it'll be Wednesday, same time, 6 p.m., all of that. But Wednesday the 9th.
Whoop, 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 whoop. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
It's going to be super, super exciting.
Maybe we'll do
Alrighty,
karaoke
guys.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. After that, right? Now I put myself on the spot. Now I'm gonna be berated on the internet. Either way, guys, that was our live stream. Thank you so much for listening. If you listen all the way through, I apologize for my voice, for our voices, and our decent ass singing. But either way, we got our Disney draft. We did it for you guys. We love Disney. We love hanging out with you guys. So thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe to First Cut if you haven't done so already. And make sure you follow us on social media at First Cut TMO. RB3, where can the good people find you?
Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Director RB3.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Sabrina X Monica, and then also Sabrina on Film on Twitter.
And you can find me at Squad Leader Race, guys, to talk about more emo love, more emo hip hop. RIP Juice WRLD. Peace out, guys.
This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. With the 4/5 divide you in